Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where you are. There is ADP non-farm employment change coming in just a matter of 10 minutes. So it's a very important session. We can see that after this breakdown on gold in our previous session during the London session, this session the market was stagnated, sideways movement and waiting for another breakout. So we'll be looking at in-depth analysis before the news been released. It's a very important session, guys. If you are ready for this session, don't miss out any moment of the next couple of minutes so that we understand that what we will be looking at, what we are expecting from the market. Before I progress this session, I would appreciate your support if you give a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So 11:15 p.m., which is only a couple of minutes remaining for the market to start a big move most likely, and then again coming up 1 a.m. another big move, and then 3:10 a.m. also Fed will speak, so Powell will speak, and that's gonna be what I think, that this is going to be starting of the move. And then tomorrow again unemployment claims, after tomorrow is the NFP. So this week, next couple of days gonna be very volatile and important. So first of all, let's quickly look at gold, and also I will be looking at Gbpusd, which we can see that started to trend after a long consolidation has got from this triangular pattern. The market has broken, grab liquidity, now it's moving up. We might see that GJ also trending very nicely, while we see the dollar yen also trending. There was a long consolidation in dollar yen as well, so that's this consolidation has given dollar yen also momentum, because when there is a more consolidation, there is a chance for a stronger breakdown or breakout. So we will be looking at all of them. First of all, let's quickly starting with gold, and first of all let's look at the daily chart. We have only a couple of minutes before the news. Now I think that gold might come down for a deeper pullback. Let me know if you think so, because this is the daily chart, and in the daily chart the market was in a very strong uptrend. Here we look at, this is the move, consolidation pattern, price has broken to the upside, and another, we can see that in that market with this big move towards the upside on gold. And if you look at, this is the resistance level so far, and as the market has got a rejection, we could see that gold is dropping down to some of the important liquidity zone, expecting gold to reject with the news. The other way around could be, it could bounce back up. So not a good idea to just to predict and then trade. The major trend is up, so we are just speculating that the market might come down for a deeper liquidity grab. You can see this is the daily support here, back to back two liquidity candle. But bigger picture in this market, it's a bull market. If you look at, you can see that starting from here for our bull market. So if we see that deeper pullback, that means that drop where we might find another entry opportunity. I will be looking at the 15-minute chart now to see how the market is evolving, and the news definitely will be big catalyst here. Here, as you can see, there is a move up on gold, and that move for me, what I think, that smart liquidity gap here, what I think. See, this is the 5 minutes, and Even in the 1 minute we could see that massive liquidity grab. Looking at this one here, 5 minutes, it's a news time, otherwise I would look for potential selling opportunity. It's a news time, so we'll be waiting for that to first to get released, that news, and then we will be looking for entry. Now this is the, you can see this is 5-minute chart. We have seen in our previous session there was a trade. It has gone well above to the profit zone and again has come back down, but after that the market didn't move much. It was just consolidating and forming this triangular pattern in this instrument. Now at the moment, if the market is breaking down here, we might see even coming back below this liquidity zone, which we could see eventually dropping down to that liquidity zone. And if we look at here, this is a support level. If it breaks down, that might be very stronger movement in that direction from the daily. Again, looking at that level here, so that's the daily support. If the market breaks down, very highly likely we'll see the market is breaking the daily low and having a very strong breakdown, because in this market there is a lot of buyers. But before, if gold, preparing for a bit bigger drop here, we might see liquidity grab, because after this drop the market didn't test this liquidity zone properly. So if the spike happened like that and the market breaks, that's where we could see a very big drop here in that direction. So let's wait for, first of all, to see what the market might be doing, and then based on that we will be looking to enter. And I would appreciate your support to the channel by smashing that like button. I know that guys, you guys like this channel very much, and I really appreciate that. As in you look at, hello, welcome. Francisco, hello sir, thank you very much. Kandri, good afternoon. So hello coach, thank you for your help and analysis. Welcome. Hello coach, it's gonna be a great day. Well done. Welcome. Warren too. Good day coach, and fellow traders, welcome. Harry, good afternoon. Tony, Grand Rising Wizard, welcome. Let's go. Yep, let's go. Let's stay as well. Okay, so together, so that we can take the big profit in the market. And it's important that always be patient. There's a saying, when you see there's a fight going on, it's like a bit of folk, or I can say that the local people just say, when there's a fight, go late. When there's a food, go first, so that you can eat better, well, right? So when in trading, stay late, because it's a kind of fight. So when you see that the bulls and bears are fighting together, stay away. And when they are tired, then you can just go for it. Have you seen the some of the wrestling, the smart wrestler? They normally don't fight, they just defend until their opponent become very tired, and then just take one shot to put that down. So like that, let the bulls and bears and to become very tired, and then you come as a bridge between the bulls and bears to see who is getting tired, who is winning. Just take his side. that's the secret here, patience. Okay, and let me know if you struggle from patience. It's a big Amirali, welcome. Sheldon, coach and fellow traders, welcome. Good morning. Thank you for joining the live session. And yeah, it's important to look at how the market is doing with the news. I think we might see good spike because just 3 minutes remaining. Let's look at the news calendar. And in this time frame, also want to ask you guys one question. Let me see the calendar. So 2 minutes for ADP non-farm employment change. I'm also getting ready for that. So if we look at some of the pairs to see euro dollar also nicely trending at the moment. So here is euro dollar, what we can see. Okay. Now euro dollar also trending. So majority of the instrument currently trending here, and we'll be waiting to see how we can find proper entry. Euro dollar also moving up, so euro getting a bit stronger. I have also trade on euro gbp, swing trade here. Euro gbp also bouncing up. I have opened a buy here which is running in a little bit in profit, and also I have posted that trade in the VIP community as well for euro dollar. So euro gbp, pardon me, not euro dollar. And let's see how the market is evolving in that zone with the news coming up. And I would like to see that, guys, everyone giving a thumbs up. It's almost 1/5 of the likes, so that means that 1 out of 5 smash the like button. 4 is still hidden, so could you smash it? Just we see the market is getting that volatile. We see that let me see, the data has come out, what it has come out pending yet. Okay, 184k. It's a big move for DXY. That has given definitely a boost on DXY that might lead gold to drop. Let me see when the spread is getting normal, so you know exactly when to enter. Okay, let's see spread. Okay, getting volatile, we see that. There is a bit of a spread widening. Okay. Cool. We see that there is a good move on gold has got okay. Now we need to look at on gold to see what the market is doing. So there is a, with the news as expected, there is an initial drop here. Look at the euro dollar. Liquidity grab. Dollar yen. So there is a bounce on dollar yen. So dollar yen is currently trending very nicely. We need to see how the market is trying to evolve. Awareness is key. We have to be very aware of the price action, because during this high volatile situation, the market might be manipulating in all direction. Okay, so GJ and USDJPY has got, this is a very strongly bull market, and USDJPY was in a very long term. Here you can see there is a massive consolidation. This market, if it breaks, we might see a good move on that. From the daily as well, we can see the dollar yen is trending. On the gold chart, chances for drop is high. So this is a bit of confusion. Let's look at DXY, because if DXY is getting very bearish, then gold should be, they rarely move in the same direction. From the daily, with the data came in favor of DXY, we should be able to see some bullish momentum. But here how the market is evolving, so the price has broken that support. Okay, DXY, the data has come out to be positive for DXY. So that positive data, you can see it's on the support level on DXY. Because the price on the support, chance for a rejection here from the technical perspective, because the fundamental is supporting the DXY now. And if that's the case, as a rule of thumb, gold should be downside and dollar yen should be upside. We see the dollar yen is following that pattern, getting bullish. And if dollar yen getting bullish, GJ also might be following the same pattern. This weekly candle here. The way dollar yen, we see gold might be moving towards the downside here. So Okay, gold market looks to me that trying to come down here. So it might drop back to this liquidity zone. So if we find any liquidity candle along the way, we can look for entry. I see there is a potential for bearish on gold. So that is supporting that DXY upside or dollar yen upside, GBP USD downside, dollar CAD showing potentially bullish price action. So that means that from the intraday 4 hour, there is a downside on gold. Having a running trade. Let's wait for the market to give us an entry opportunity. Euro dollar has got a rejection here. We need to look for, I'm just looking to see if there is any potential entry. Dollar yen is pumping, gold is in the direction of the major trend. GJ also pumping, euro dollar is dropping down. So the data has given a good boost on DXY, and so Euro GBP just on the sideway. What's happening with the GBP USD? Yeah, so with the weakness on, with the strengthening on DXY, we can see that GBP USD also getting a bit of weaker, getting weaker, while euro dollar also. Once we will find that liquidity zone, we can look for entry. If you look at here, you can see there is a doji here, which is basically this move here is the liquidity grab, and from that zone the market has got a rejection. So there is another one coming on 1 a.m., which is 1.5 hours later. There is another news. Of that, guys, you are ready? Let's see. First we need to see the overall direction, and then we can look for that entry. Tony, welcome Tony. Okay, so there is a liquidity grab is happening. Let it happen. So we discussed that the market is extremely volatile and unpredictable. So waiting for that. Here see, this is a structure. The market has gone up, broke that high, broke down. Now it might even try to break again towards the upside. So the market, you see, when it dropped here on gold, price left an imbalance here. Okay, so that imbalance is very important. You see, the market has left an imbalance in that area, and with that imbalance, it is possible for the price to grab that liquidity with the next news and then to drop down, because the bigger trend, the major trend is up. So let me draw the intraday resistance line here, where I'll be looking for entry if there is anything. What's your view on that? See, market has broken, and again we see that immediately the price is pushing high to fill some of the imbalance. Okay, now here it's trying to grab that liquidity from here. So we need to see a clean trend, otherwise it's not worth opening any position until we see a clean trend, and that's what we are waiting for, the market to show us that way. Good morning, welcome. Good morning, Samuel, for joining that live session. Should you buy gold? I don't see any reason to buy at the moment. This movement is really real. Yeah, that's what we see. Teflon. Hello, coach. Come, Mr. Welcome, guys. Okay, so before I progress further, I would appreciate if you give a thumbs up to this live streaming, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then I would recommend you to do so. There is a lot of content in this channel that will help you in your growth as a trader. Now from the 30 minutes, you see, after this red bearish candle, let's see how this one is evolving. I think it's gonna grab a bit more liquidity. The whenever the buyers buying, sellers pushing that price down, which is a one sign that the market is showing bearish pattern in that area. Now if this one is maintaining forming a reversal pattern to go up and to retest, In a healthy trending market, it should be feeling that imbalance and then to drop here, which is possible. That is why I'm waiting. I could enter from here, sell, but with the next news coming, it is possible to feel that imbalance and then to drop, or we could see a very strong breakdown from here. Until we see a clean liquidity grab, we will be waiting for that entry candle that we are looking for according to our strategy that we are trading. So on Euro GBP, we were on a trade that is going well. Let's keep it. It's a bit of dollar CAD. This is a weekly price action, daily, 4 hour. So if we look at all time frame on dollar CAD, yeah, possible for potentially bullish. Here is the bounce. The liquidity is on here. Okay, still we see consolidation. The market didn't break out with the news on this instrument. If we look at the euro dollar, which is forming head and shoulder in that area, which is a bearish price action on euro dollar. I'm really still not getting a full idea about the direction, still not fully on it. Here we see that gold might go up and grab liquidity and then could drop. So the data has come is $184K, while very interesting, kind of just 148,184. Let's just alter that number. That's weird, isn't it? See that 148, just bring the rate here and then you get 184K. It just mirror, just put it, like a rollover and then change something else. So ADP non-farm employment change is way more than expected. So this is a sign of, that's why we saw that DXY over the couple of days we have seen very strong rally. That rally was a sign because of that. So we have seen a very strong rally on DXY, and here is what we can see. The market, this is the 4-hour candle, so far has got a rejection with the news. So NFP might make DXY to trend again towards the upside. If I look at the weekly chart on DXY, we can see that from the weekly it is long-term bullish. Monthly, from the technical perspective, also we see that bullish. From the intraday, it dropped to this support and has got a rejection. So from the 1 hour there is a bullish candle as well. Okay, so DXY showing potentially bullish pattern. So that bullish pattern might impact all the instrument that we can see. We have seen that couple of days DXY and gold is rallying together. So that's why we don't see, the gold is a bit of unpredictable because of that reason. So would like to keep eye on the market until we see a breakdown or a breakout. Will not be able to enter any position because it's still not trending. So the next news is also very significant. Why didn't you add indices in the previous weekly Forex? Okay, so this week the Forex forecast was not published. US30 solely by 2265. Okay, this is the 1 hour candle. Let me see. Okay, now from 1 hour candle, very interestingly enough, if gold is not dropping down in the next 10 minutes, then this is bullish doji is being formed. So that might change the game the other way around. This is the 1 hour candle. Still we have 10 minutes to go, but if this one is closing like that, even as a long wick doji, then we'll see that it's a bullish price action, because you see all the dojis here are liquidity candles. So the market is gathering that liquidity that might give a momentum on gold to the upside. You guys with me? So that's why we are waiting to see what the market is doing, because it's absolutely important to see clear price action before we have any entry. So this is a manipulation and then moving back up. That's very, very interesting. Very interesting to look at. A drop, an immediate rejection. So you see there is a big long manipulation here, and if it is going like that with this big consolidation, it has got momentum for this direction. We see that now here is that this one leaving as a liquidity grab. Guys, make sure that you are not, I'm not entering any trade. All of them that I'm discussing is understanding about the potential for the market. So always make sure that you are not taking it, what I'm saying, as an entry advice or anything like that. We are analyzing the market to see potential bias until we find a very reliable entry based on our strategy. We will be waiting to see, observing the market for entry. Okay, so we can see 3 back-to-back bullish doji on gold. Has got a very sharp rejection from the support. You guys with me? If you draw this support, the DXY and gold, yeah, you see DXY is getting bullish. So dollar CAD also might be, yeah, we see the dollar CAD also slowly getting some strength, except GJ coming for a pullback. So dollar getting stronger. So dollar, yen, gold, all of them almost in the same direction. Now for gold to, because it left a huge imbalance here, this is a very strong liquidity zone on gold, and very high chance, because it got a rejection, we might see now is retesting this until NFP. Even we might see that range, but at the moment we could see reaction to the upside. There's a doji is being formed. Market didn't trend. So looking at the 1 hour chart, still 3 minutes to close this candle on the 1 hour on gold. If this one is closing as a narrow doji, for me it's a potentially bullish price action that might propel that price to the upside, because it's a long-term bullish market. While we are looking at Gbpusd 4 hour candle closing, GJ has come to miss this here. Gbpusd is bullish, showing bullish pattern. Gold is showing also that bullish pattern here. GJ, gold, all of them showing. This is the gold price action. We can see that there is a liquidity candle is being formed here. The 4-hour candle closed. It might now come for pullback, but the way the price action has formed on gold, which is literally a bullish price action potentially, and at the moment there are a couple of things might happen. It might just keep pushing up to fill that imbalance. The other thing may happen is sudden drop here for a deeper pullback, and that's where I will be entering. If we see gold has dropped here for a deeper pullback, breaking all this low, we'll be looking for buying opportunity. The euro dollar, you can see it's showing that bullish pattern. The market sentiment is changing every moment in a different way. Hope that you guys enjoying this live session. We still have a lot to take in the upcoming session, so um, I hope that you guys are patient. We do open, more often open live trades, but I would like to see proper entry before we open any position. So the 1 hour candle closed on gold. If you look at, guys, back to back 3 long wick dodges here, and these 3 long wick dodges, including this one, that one, all of them rejected from the support in the major direction of the trend. And if you closely look at, you can see there is a wickless candle here, there is a wickless candle here, back to back 2 1 green 1 red candles. So this is a very high liquidity zone. If you look at here, so 2286 level is strong liquidity level, and the price moves, that from liquidity to liquidity. If we see that very strong rejection from here, and that might take this price to that liquidity zone very easily with a strong momentum, because the price might act here as a magnet. So I'd like to see that the market is heading in that direction. Okay, as I mentioned, that's what happened. There is a bounce, very strong rejection. As soon as we talk about it moved, So as there is another news coming, Gbpusd might again move a little bit in a sideway, but gold I see very aggressive at the moment and looking to find an entry. Pay attention is very important when you are trading. It's the first thing is to understand. That sometimes I become very quiet is because the market will very easy to confuse you about the directional bias, because every moment, every candle is giving you a directional bias. It's not about just taking a trade and then winning it, but to fully understand what's happening in the market. That's the key point here. Okay, here it's now again coming for that pullback, so you might find potential entry opportunity. Once we find that, we can look for that entry, because if gold is coming below this liquidity, because it start to drop, it might now try to break this low here, as there is a fair value gap. If it break below that level, then with a rejection we can look for entry. Okay, here the market is trying to continue this bullish pattern. If you look at here, there is a liquidity grab, market has gone up. We need to see how far it will drop here for gathering further liquidity. We want to see the market is trending, and below this candle there is a high liquidity, a little bit of gap here, so it might now coming to fill the gap. Until you find a clear directional bias, we have to be patient here. With this bounce, it has got for rejection. Now here, this is a fair value gap here on gold. You can see this is the previous resistance, support. There's a little bit of imbalance here, and the price is coming to fill that imbalance. That's where you might see that another bounce, or let's see what, until the news, even it could range. If I look at the dollar yen, we have seen another bounce and then rejection here. So Gbpusd is trying to, after breaking that low, with a clean one move to this liquidity zone on GJ, it grabbed also very good amount of liquidity here. Euro GBP. So we open a bot on, pardon, we open a buy on Euro GBP, which moving in the direction of the major trend. I need to look at the running trades as well. So finding an entry is sometimes a bit of daunting for the best trade. It's all about learning, you know. It's not about just finding a trade, but to find a trade with that will give us a high probability setup. Thanks for joining that live session. If gold break to the upside, that consolidation. Okay, here is as I mentioned, there is a fair value gap here. The price is now coming to fill that fair value gap. Manipulation, yeah. First TP on gold looks like 22.58. Okay, so yeah, still no direction clear. We have seen move and it stopped here. If it is keep pushing high, that would be, but it stopped. I'm selling Gbpusd because my daily bias is bearish for GJ. So nail follower, you are selling Gbpusd. Why? It's not me, guys. I'm talking about the nail Parenzo. Gold seems to be retesting the resistance 2276 to 228, after which it will drop to 2060. So this move on gold is if I look at the 1 hour, we can see after this back-to-back 3 bullish doji, the price has gone up again. It's now coming to feel that imbalance here. GJ currently back to weekly open. Hopefully it will still push up. Look the profit. So okay, gold is still under 50 EMA. Elizabeth Longer, coach, can you check US100? NASDAQ? Yeah, why not? We'll be looking at that. Yeah, we'll be looking at NASDAQ. But before that, really want to see what kind of price action gold is doing here. Getting another liquidity candle formation on the 15 minutes, 5 minutes with the 20 EMA retest, has got another rejection here. So gold, if we look at, this is a liquidity zone, there is another liquidity candle. Now the price is again pushing high. Fifteen minutes gold candle, if this one is closing as a liquidity candle, can expect for another bounce, as there will be another news in the next 30 minutes. Let's look at the 30 minutes candle. So this 30 minutes, this one forming a long wick at the top, so the next one expecting it to fill that wick and with the news to bounce back up to that resistance level, which is absolutely possible for the upcoming news. And if it is not forming a very strong bullish price action, the other way around could be. Okay, so please don't force the trade. Dollar yen showing bullish. GJ slowly 10 minutes showing potential bullish. Gold is struggling here. When the market is choppy in this way, it's very hard to predict the accurate direction, that means the high probability direction. Okay, very high chance that gold might try to grab this liquidity here. Are you guys with me? Did you smash the like button? Will be appreciate if you can give a thumbs up here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every day. Is it going to 20 or 50 at grabbing liquidity? GJ started to become bearish. Nell Fuller. How do you see that GJ getting bearish? I see that it's this getting bullish. So it's called the confirmation bias. Most likely you are very biased with GBP JPY to be bearish, and you can see all the possible proof of Gbpjpy to be bearish, but I see that the market structure on GJ is wholeheartedly bullish. So it doesn't mean that I will be right, but what you need to understand is that in trading there's a term called the confirmation bias. So confirmation bias is what you need to understand uh, very strong trading psychology, so that you know exactly what impact the trade, what kind of decision normally impact a trader's trading decision. So what is a confirmation bias is that do you have an idea about the confirmation bias? Can you share some thought on that? Okay, it might grab that liquidity from this level. 30 minutes remaining. Okay, so it grabbed that liquidity here. Okay, here what gold is trying to do is this another, you see, grab liquidity here, so it's just in a full manipulation phase. So the market also has an intention. We need to first understand the intention of the market to understand which way to trade. Until you know the intention of the market, it's very hard to find proper direction and proper trade in the market. Okay, now here until we are not fully confirmed about the price action. It's always a good idea to be patient. It's good to keep the profit in your trading account rather than giving it away. So it's always a good idea to be patient even if you don't have a trade to open. So GBPJPY, we can see that it's a strongly bullish market. The trend is globally up. So you see this market is just pushing high. Now GBPJPY, also we talk about the confirmation bias, guys. Keep in mind that trading is not only just, it's also very important to know to have a very good trading psychology is very important. Because when you develop that awareness, a very strong trading psychology, that's where you are very good at in trading. Because the technical analysis, candlestick pattern, everyone can understand. But only few can master that trading psychology. And that's what the difference between a master trader and a trader who is not good at. So we have a news coming up. Euro GBP is heading. We had opened this trade on Euro GBP. I have opened this bullish trade on Euro GBP. This is a swing trade. Also, I have sent out in the channel. I believe that many of our members also have been able to open this trade. Let me quickly look at that trade before we go back to the regular analysis. So this is the Euro GBP trade. Now Euro GBP, if you guys look at, this is the trade also I have opened with 1 to 5 risks to reward, only 14 pip stop loss. As you know, the Euro GBP is less volatile, so 14 pip is quite a bit of pip. And this is exactly the trade that I have posted in this way to the VIP community who are trading with us. Now the reason I have opened that Euro GBP trade is according to my TF strategy, Euro GBP is showing potential bullish setup. Now for those who have access to the TF indicator and the TF strategy, especially I would recommend you to use it on the 4-hour time frame so that you can understand and have analyzed the market properly, especially when you see that the price is showing a bullish pattern. You can use the TF strategy indicator to double check, but don't rely on only on the indicator. This is not in fact an indicator. This is the strategy that I am trading and also translated into a Pine script that available for the members in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. If you are our member, you can get access to that TF strategy indicator with this is where, especially when the market trend and shows a pattern here. Now in this if you are not on that indicator, also you can get it from your student dashboard. You can get access to your student dashboard. You can just click the trading tool option on your dashboard where you can get access to that indicator. If you are not yet our member, I have a good news. We have few spots left to take with 70% discount today. It's getting ending, so the coupon that I'm sharing with you is getting expired, so you can use that coupon to get access to that strategy that I'm using, and also all the trade that I'm sending. I also have shared with you the VIP, the website where you can visit the website, click join now button, and then you can join, access everything that we have in Forex Trading Wizard Academy to be part of. So this is what I have opened a bit of ambitious bigger profit target. Because it's a swing trade, I will be holding it for until it reach its full spectrum. So make sure, guys, I when I begin this live session also, I have announced about this trade, and I believe that you guys, many of you also have looked at this. Make sure that you do proper risk management is the heart of everything. So this is what we have opened, and this is a freshly starting, looks like an uptrend after this long consolidation. So there could be a bounce on this instrument, expecting it to do so. Let's look at the gold here. Again, we can see that after this drop, it's now again getting rejection here. This is, guys, this is called trading here. Okay, so we can see after multiple manipulation, it's now trying to get back to the upside again. Okay, so as the news is coming, many manipulation here, multiple manipulation. Now it's getting a rejection on GJ as well, UJ, all of them. Gold, euro dollar, Gbpusd, 10 minutes looking at. Okay, so gold has, from the 15 minutes, after breaking all this low, okay, now with that on dollar yen getting stronger, you can see gold is not trending, so which is not a very good price action for entry until we see another bounce with the news coming up. The nice looking trend we can see on dollar yen and in the euro dollar. Okay guys, so ready for another big news. 15 minutes left, we'll be covering that. Let's see what's happening. NASDAQ, yeah, we'll be looking at that. If GJ rejects the weekly open, my TP for bearish move will be 188.29. London, okay, still pushing 191.40. Okay. Shahbazari, are you fasting? Okay. I see it's going to 2058 after grabbing more liquidity. I am deaf this week. Sorry to hear that. Okay. Gold is still under the 50 EMA. Okay, now gold didn't trend. It's very choppy. Sometimes very hard to trade this market in that situation, while news will give a bit more clarity. GBP USD also very choppy, and while we see that dollar had has got a rejection here, what happened with the DXY? We see instead of going up, DXY is started to drop, and so the data is positive for DXY, but we saw that it got the other way around. Still we see the downside momentum on DXY here, so that is giving a bit of hard time to the gold to be bullish or bearish. We see sideways movement. Only nice looking trend that I see on is dollar yen on the lower time frame, because dollar yen was in a very long term consolidation here. It was a massive consolidation for almost a week, so that's why we see a strong breakout on dollar yen. We have 10 minutes for the news to go. believe that guys you are enjoying this live session. I would appreciate your support. If you enjoy, if you give a thumbs up, will be helpful to the channel. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We do open quite a few live trades, you know that guys, so don't miss out. Until we find a best setup, we just need to be patient. Sometimes we do open quite a few trades, sometimes few, but the most important part here is to remain consistent, not going out of control, keeping everything in discipline so that you can remain profitable as a trader. Okay, Euro GBP is doing well. Let's keep that. Let's hold that trade. Have 8 minutes to go for the news. Very choppy still. Okay, now the only thing that we have here is 5 minutes left for the news. If the news in the upcoming news before there will be speech by Fed, so that might also make the things very volatile. But before that, with the news, if it is strengthening DXY, if you look at it, you can see DXY has got rejection. So if the news is strengthening the DXY, I think it might break that further in that direction, because there is a 1 hour head and shoulder here as well. So how the price will impact DXY is bearish. If we look at the dollar CAD, so with the DXY, the break except dollar yen, we see that all the dollar pairs are dropping down here. So dollar CAD, if you look at here, it's broken support. 5 more minutes to go. Okay, guys, so what's your prediction on the next one, which is the ISM service PMI? Now, if this one, we have seen ADP non-farm employment changes can come out to be positive for DXY, but there is a drop on DXY. Now, that if that one is also boosting the DXY, that might change the game again. And then coming up, Paul will speak after just 2 hours. So Euro GBP is pushing high. Anyone here from this live session have opened Euro GBP trade, guys? Any one of you? Have opened in the community? Okay, dollar yen, GBP from the 5 minutes, it formed another bullish price action here. Okay, so we were talking about also a very important point about the, when we talk about the GBP about the confirmation bias, guys. It's absolutely important, because what happened, even with the experienced trader, when a trader in a trade, let's say you are on a buy on GJ or sell on GJ, and if you trade in a drawdown little bit or a bit more, if you are not aware, then it might happen that you're gonna bias that the trade will work out in your favor. So you're gonna find all the proof why GBP/JPY should be dropping. That's called the confirmation bias. You might see somewhere in the news saying that GBP will drop, or probably you see that gold is bearish and you find a relationship that GBP might be bearish. Anything that to support you that GBP/JPY will be bearish, for example, or GBP bearish, which is called the confirmation bias. Now, what happened is that confirmation bias is neither good or bad, but sometimes it might let you, when practically you see that a trade is not working out in your favor, you see there is a drop on GJ. Now this time the market really reacted very aggressively. You see that with that. All right, so now it got rejected very aggressively. There's a very strong reaction. So have the spread became normal, we will be looking at, and the price basically was waiting for, the market was waiting for this move here. Right, so you see there is a, there is a huge movement. what's happened with the dollar yen. Massive breakdown on dollar yen. So what the data has brought to the market that has such an important reaction. Okay, that one has got a negative results, and big drop on dollar yen, so gold might keep pushing high and high. That's a massive bounce from that level. So euro dollar has got a bounce. If we look at the euro GBP, so GBP also got bounce, so we can see that. Okay, so GBP USD had a huge bounce. What's happening? Let's figure out. So you see that with the strengthening on gold, I would like to see that the market is trending here. Euro USD has got also the massive bounce here. We look at the weekly chart, rejection to the upside. This is absolutely important to see. So GBP JPY, what it did, it just grabbed more liquidity and then has got a bounce. Gold all of a sudden has gone back above the daily high. And now so there's a gap opening here. This is very, very absurd. What a big move here. And then immediate drop. very absurd at the moment. Very strong market to open position. I know that you guys probably getting a little bit of impatient, but it's trading. So here we can see that there is an inverted head and shoulder formation on the 15-minute chart, so which is textbook bullish price action in the major direction of the trend. So the breakout to the upside, how it has impacted the DXY is also important. Oh, that's a gap opening and breakdown. What are your thoughts, guys, here? I don't like that. Yeah, I don't take it. Okay. Spike on gold, GJ close to my TP. It's pushing. Yeah, we see that. Minus trade. Yeah, fine. I bought it. London. Welcome, welcome, Kia. Okay, so here we can see that GBP/JPY with this bullish trend, it completely broken towards the upside with a strong bullish price action. There is a doji. It's maintaining that potential bullish momentum to the upside on GBP/JPY. While dollar yen, what it did here is massive drop, and I think that it's another massive liquidity grab here on dollar yen. Though we could see that weakness on DXY, even we could see bullish on dollar yen because of the weakness on yen. So I want to keep that instrument aside to see what's happening with the gold. This is, guys, in that market you cannot open any trade, definitely not here, the way the market is reacting. Until we see a clear price action, we will be waiting for that entry. Okay, so here you can see it's just still in a manipulation. So this is the 1 hour support. Having a rejection here on okay, so we see a bullish price action here on gold, and I will be opening buy on gold here. Stop loss below this low. I will be targeting 2 to 1 risk reward to risk. So this will be a buy by market around 44 pips stop loss here on gold. Open buy on gold here. If it is not working out, then we might see today very manipulation, very strong. It's a wickless bullish candle, expecting it to return towards the upside here. So the stop loss at 2274.68. Today the market, okay, so here From the 1 hour, it might retest this support. There is a weakless candle. Okay, you can see that rejection. Gbpujpy is very hardly bullish, and dollar yen very unpredictable. So I open a buy on gold here. From the 1 hour, expecting this one to remain as a weakless candle. Okay, and so our stop loss is 2274.68. GJ is heading aggressively to the upside, which is a sign of bullish move. Gold is near our entry, expecting it to remain bullish, maintaining that support level. USDJPY, see very long bullish price action on dollar yen. Okay, gold has got back to our entry. Okay, I'm running in profit at the moment. Let's see if we can pick some peep here, will be good for us. Expecting it to there is a rejection, means that okay, we see upside here. It's ultimately we might see that bounce to the upside on gold, but before that, if it is grabbing more liquidity, that's only the concern. From the 15 minutes, it might try to break this low. Sometime we are on long, guys. You can see that GJ after this bullish candle now moving up, and on gold probably have entered a bit earlier, you guys most likely have got a better price on gold. And GBP, JPY, and dollar yen. Dollar yen is in a very crucial level at the moment. So GBP, JPY is trending. If gold is not trending, that's really something that we need to look at. Gold has got multiple liquidity gap here, should be trending in that direction. Sometimes it needs a bit of patience, I know that, but so from 15 minutes the price might come to retest this weakness candle here. So if your spread is bigger, probably better to put a bit 1 or 2 pip down here, the stop loss. It might get a bit more choppy, volatile here, and so gold price that you see nearing, probably guys, some of you probably in profit running. For me, it's just entering into the profit zone, but I really wanted a bit of stronger bullish price action. For instance, it's a greatly bullish. Okay, so okay, I have entered in my profit zone again on gold. It needs to break and then fill that weak. That's where you could see that a good move. price is not struggling to break that high. We are long on gold. So we are long on gold here, and okay, so here is today gold is not very nicely trending, really choppy, and back to high impact news did not make much movement, while you see the euro dollar is trending very nicely. So 30 minutes candle closing with a long wick. So the last few seconds is important. This candle is closing as a healthy bullish candle. Only you can expect for gold to bounce up again. Now market has broken quite a few liquidity zone here on gold. We'll be holding that for the price to move up. Let's see where it is heading, and in the meantime, let me see, 15 minutes candle closed with a, come on, it didn't go in that direction, still on the trade. No, not on the trade, stopped out on that, and that's a really, it just had made a very funny price action here. Gbpusd just keep pushing high. Now you can see it's now after breaking that, Very funny price action is forming on gold, and I really don't see any good move might happen until another high impact news. It is very choppy and it's not getting very good trend, not following the price action pattern. So sometimes it happens the market, because when it trends everyone makes money. So the big boys always love to keep the market in a side way so that traders lose money, because that's how the big boys make money. So we need to be aware of that and just waiting for the best setup. This market is not a very good market for me to trade at the moment, so we'll be waiting for the market to become again suitable for entry. And as you know that there is a speech coming at 3:30 a.m. in my zone, which is 1.5 an hour later. So that might be a big catalyst for the movement. Minus trade is fine. Okay, entry 2260 seems small, reassuring. Okay, all right, descending triangle pattern on 1 minute. One zone gold buy. Okay, so here guys, what we see now after giving massive liquidity, it's now trying to reject in that area. I don't see it might just drop back again for consolidation. So I really don't see any good trending movement. Once we see that clean trend, and we can find an entry again. So with that said guys, I believe that you enjoyed this live session. If you enjoyed, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel, and always absolutely important that you always do the risk management when you are trading. That's how the trading is. So I'll be coming on live again tomorrow, another big trading day coming. So until that guys, stay well, stay happy, always trade with proper risk management. And in addition to that, if you want to join our program to learn the strategy that I'm trading and also be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy, you can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website and then click join now button, then you will be able to join us to learn and grow as a trader. So with that said, thank you for joining this live session.